Hello students, I am Manoj Kundare working as the Assistant Professor of Electronic Science. Welcome back to our e-learning platform. In this video, we are going to see the introduction about the paper 2nd of SYBCS semester 3. The name of this subject is Digital Communication and Networking. The syllabus of this subject consists of total 4 units, Unit 1st, 2nd, 3rd and Unit 4th. The name of Unit 1st is Introduction to Electronic Communication, which is of 9 theory lectures. The name of Unit 2nd is Modulation and Demodulation, which is of 5 theory lectures. The name of Unit 3rd is Multiplexing, Spectrum Spreading and Media Access Control, which is for 12 theory lectures. And the name of last unit, the Unit 4th is Computer Networking, which is for 10 theory lectures. That means there are total 36 theory lectures are allotted for this subject. Now let's start the unit first, Introduction to the Electronic Communication. We know that the communication is the basic process of exchanging information. A communication system is the means of conveying information from one place to the other place. This information can be of different types such as sound, picture, music, computer data, etc. In the beginning, the information could be transmitted over a short distance only, maybe through the spoken words. The long distance communication is not possible at that time. But after step by step inventions, the communication process becomes much easy and simple. Nowadays, we can communicate with a person which is at anywhere in the world by using various communication techniques very easily. Today, there are number of communication techniques used in our day-to-day life, such as wired communication for short distance, wireless communication for long distance, fiber optic communication, radio wave communication, etc. Now, let's start our topic, elements of communication system. Here is the block diagram of elements of communication system is shown here. As shown in the diagram, there are number of blocks present. The first block is information source, next input transducer, transmitter, channel, noise, receiver, output transducer and destination. Let's see the description of each block one by one. Our first block is information source or the input signal. Here the input signal is a message which may be a sound, a light, a picture, a word, etc. Let's start our topic. The information can be in the form of sound signal like speech or music, or it can be in the form of pictures like TV signals, or it can be data information coming from the computer. That means there are number of information source present in the communication system. Our next block is input transducer. Here the transducer is used to convert one form of energy into the another form. This transducer is connected at the input side, hence it is called as input transducer. The input information may be in the physical form like pressure, temperature, sound waves, hence it cannot be transmitted as it is. First, it has to be converted into suitable electrical signal. The input transducer does this job of converting. An electronic component which converts the physical variables such as pressure, temperature, sound into corresponding electrical signal is called as the electronic transducer. That means the device which converts physical quantities into electrical quantities is known as electrical transducer. This transducer is connected at the input side, hence it is named as the input transducer. The example of the transducer is a microphone, or shortly we can also call it as a mic. The mic converts an audio signal into the electrical signal. Our next block is a transmitter block. The function of the transmitter block is to convert the electrical equivalent of the information to a suitable form. The transmitter consists of an electronic circuits such as analog to digital converter, amplifier, mixer, oscillator, power amplifier, etc. That means here we seen that the microphone converts audio signal into electrical signal, but the electrical signal may be in analog form. For the long distance communication, the analog form is not suitable. For that purpose, this analog form is converted into the digital form. This conversion is done by the analog to digital converter, and which is present in the transmitter block. If the strength of this signal is weak, then it need to be improve the strength of the signal. This job is done by the amplifier, and this is present in the transmitter. I hope you all understand what is the role of input transducer and the transmitter. Okay, our next block is the medium or the channel. It is also called as the communication channel or medium. It is the very important block in the communication system. The communication channel is the medium used for transmission of electrical signal from one place to the another place. The communication channel may be of conducting wires, cables, optical fibers, or a free space. There are mainly two types of communication. First one is wire communication, or it is also called as a line communication, and it is used for the short distance communication. Our second type is wireless communication or radio communication, and it is mainly used for the long distance communication. Our next block is noise. Noise is an unwanted electrical signal which gets added to the transmitted signal when it is traveling towards the receiver. Due to the quality of the transmitted information will degrade. Hence, noise is a big problem in the communication system. The noise can be either natural or man-made. That means the noise is an unwanted electrical signal which degrades the quality of the main signal. The sources of the noise are different types. The main types are the natural noise or man-made noise. The one important point is here that the noise may get introduced in the communication system through a channel or at any stage of the communication system. That means the noise may get in transmitter, in receiver, in input transducer, or in output transducer. I hope you all understand the concept of noise and communication channel or media. Our next block is the receiver block. The reception is exactly opposite process of transmission. The receiver has to pick up the desired signal from the channel and pass it to the destination. The received signal is amplified, demodulated, and converted into a suitable form. The receiver consists of detector, oscillator, amplifier, etc. That means whatever is transmitted through a channel is received by the receiver, and if the strength of the signal is weak, it need to be improve the strength. Hence, an amplifier circuit is used. If at the receiving end or at the destination an analog type of device is connected, then the digital to analog converter is required. This all present in the receiver block. That means whatever does the transmitter block, the opposite of it done in the receiver block. Our next block is the output transducer. We know that the transducer converts one form of energy into the another form. This transducer is converted at the output side, hence it is called as the output transducer. The output transducer converts electrical signal into the original signal or in sound, pictures, etc. In input transducer, we seen the example of mic. Which converts the audio signal into the electrical signal, but at the output side we require a device which converts an electrical signal into the audio signal, and this type of device is called as a speaker. We know that a speaker converts electrical signal into a sound or audio. I hope you understand the role of the output transducer. Our last block is the destination. The destination of the communication system may consist of a digital system like computer, mobiles, digital displays, records, CRTs, etc. Now, I hope you all understand the function of each block. Now, let's see the summary of this block diagram. The information source are many in the communication system. The information or the signal is a message which may consist a sound, light, picture, words, etc. This message or this information is treated as the input of the input transducer. The input transducer converts these physical quantities into its equivalent electrical quantities. This transducer is converted at the input side, hence it is named as the input transducer. The output of the input transducer is an electrical signal. This electrical signal is further processed by the transmitter block. That means if the strength of the signal is weak, then it makes strengthen by using amplifier block, or if the electrical signal is analog, then it converted into digital by A to D converter in this block. Okay, whatever the signal processing happen, the remaining signal or the processed signal is given to the channel or the medium. Here the medium may be wired medium or wireless medium. At this stage the noise may get introduced in the system. The noise is an unwanted electrical signal and it degrades the quality of the main signal. The sources of noise are different types. The main sources are man-made noise or natural noise. Now the channel transmit the electrical signal and receiver receives it. The receiver does the opposite action of transmitter. That means if the signal is in digital and output at the output side we require the analog quantity, then it need to be converted digital into analog, hence D to A converter present at the receiver side. The output of the receiver is connected to the output transducer. We know that the transducer converts one form of energy into another form. At input side the transducer converts physical quantity into electrical quantity. At output side it works opposite, it converts electrical quantity into the physical quantity. Next, the output of the transducer is our message, sound, light, picture, words, etc., and it is given to the destination depending upon the type of message. That means if our information or our signal is a sound, then the destination is a speaker. If our message or information is a picture, then the destination is any digital screen or display, etc. I hope you all understand the working of this block diagram. Thank you.